always remember that you need to become an IS officer and have that dream no matter what. How many times you fail, you should not look at the time. You just need to be crazy about that post, that I need it. Either I get it this year, next year, after 5 years, or
I am Suman Kumar from Bihar. I have pursued English honors in Patliputra University, and now I am
oh.
preparing for UPSC. I have given
Hmm.
this year's prelims and I passed that, and
Hmm.
later I failed at mains. So I am
Hmm.
preparing for the next one.
Hmm.
My hobby is singing and um, doing new things like solving Rubik's Cube and um, trying new things. Like I am now indulging in exercises and running, like, so these are things.
I'm pleased to know that you did clear one of the exams. And I must say, this is one of the toughest exams we have for UPS, that is UPSC. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So keep working like that, and you should not give up. This was the first time that you took that exam. Next time, I can guarantee that if you work very hard, you can easily crack that. Okay, I want to know that do you take any classes for it, for
No, sir.
UPSC?
Uh, I am studying with books, and some groups are created in
Hmm.
Telegram, WhatsApp, that are helping me with the materials. So it
Hmm.
is helping a lot.
Why do you want to become like an IS officer?
Sir, since my childhood, I have seen many problems in administration, and I always wanted to change that. But because of no, because I had no idea to how to change that. I only thought that politicians are very bad and politics is very bad, very bad.
Hmm.
So we should not indulge there. But later I thought that it is the politics which can change our nation. But
Hmm.
you know that in India, politics, in going to politics, there is a very big challenge for that. So I want to
Hmm.
change my society with the help of administration itself. So I am going
Hmm.
for UPSC. But after giving 12s, I didn't have any such type of big thoughts. So I
Hmm.
wanted to do IITs, but due to
Hmm.
my financial conditions, I could not do that. So my father
Hmm.
said that you should try it in general competition. So I
Hmm. Right.
came here.
Okay. Do you believe in one thing, that we should not put all our eggs in one basket? Means we should have plan B. Do you have plan B?
Yes, sir, as well. Like I've given some high court assistant exam also, and
Hmm.
there is also same problem. Means I have failed in mains, so I am
Hmm.
trying in other areas as well. Sir, I am at my village. I
Hmm.
can't afford to go cities like Patna or Delhi, so I am studying myself with the helps of books, etc. And
Hmm.
and about English, I am trying sometimes to learn English and trying to practice English. That is why I am trying to indulge with some YouTubers. But
Hmm.
in full time, I am focused on UPSC preparation. But I
Hmm.
know that communication skills are something somehow weak and poor. So in interview, UPSC interview, I have to be more fluent and more communicable so that I will clear that. So I want to improve it. And
Okay. Hmm. So
yes,
would you like to face that interview in English or in Hindi?
in English, sir.
In English.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So will it give you more marks if you face interview in English, or how will it work? Is it good to face interviews in English for UPSC or for Hindi?
Sir, I think both are same. But for me, I am because I am reading in English contents and
Okay.
I am studying in English medium, everything. So in Hindi, I will have to face the same challenge as I am facing right now with English. I think more challenge I have to face in Hindi because I don't think that I am best communicable in Hindi also. So it is easy for me
Hmm.
to learn English than more
Mhm.
about.
Yes, that's right. And how do you get the environment of English? You said that you read some books or you like to have conversations with YouTubers. Except this, do you have that environment at home?
No, sir. In my home, means no one is there to my practice, so it is hard to expect here. But
Okay.
some friends of mine, uh, say some friends of mine speak in English sometimes, so that helps me.
Mhm.
But I have no environment as such. I am only surrounded with the books of English, and sometimes some lectures are available with English language.
Mhm. And when you are tired of reading, and that point of time, how do you entertain yourself? As you said that you have become a bookworm. So how do you? Because I feel it is utmost important to entertain ourselves. Otherwise, we will go crazy.
No, sir, I am
How do you?
I think that I am bookworm. I am less at study also. I think I can study for 7 to 8 or 9 hours at most. Uh,
Hmm.
so I want to do the study as my interest, as per my interest, and and that making the study interesting is the thing which makes me feel comfortable at the UPSC hard
Hmm.
preparation. So at the entertainment level, I do entertain myself with movies, and sometimes I also listen to music. That is my
Hmm.
favorite.
Okay. So, do you like to watch some motivational movies, or what kind of movies do you prefer watching?
Sir, I do watch some fictional movies, like about Marvel and DCU.
Right.
So these movies, and sometimes motivational movies also,
Hmm.
like some movies gives the hope for the best, and the motivation to take any challenges in life as
Hmm.
well. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. That's good. Or would it be okay for you to tell me that you read something in history and you were surprised? Oh, how come it happened? Can you please tell me if you have come across anything like that?
Yes, sir. I am in these days I am studying about the World War and
Huh.
these things. So I
Hmm.
always wonder that the personalities of that era, they
Hmm.
had motivation which they were living for. They were living for the same motivation for all the life. They
Hmm.
had this type of courage, and
Hmm.
they were so enthusiastic, and they were so motivated that they
Hmm.
could sacrifice their life for that. And
Hmm.
I am so influenced by that type of courage, because
Hmm.
in our lives we are indulged in so many things that we don't focus on one thing at
Hmm.
one time also. So it is
Right.
very hard to focus on one thing for the full life. Like Mahatma
Hmm.
Gandhi
Hmm.
devoted his whole life for
Right.
India's independence. It is very
Right.
hard to imagine for
Right.
some person to do that type of struggle for 1 year
Hmm.
uh, only.
Okay. Yes, that's good. And who is your role model? Do you have any role model from UPSC, from any IPS officer or any IAS officers?
Sir, there are. I don't think I have made such type of such type of
I,
in heart, somebody in my heart, but
okay.
some persons inspire me a lot. Like about previous year topper Shruti Sharma. I have
Mm-hmm.
seen her writings and her
Okay.
answer copies, and
Hmm.
she's well organized and well structured. So
Hmm.
I am I'm trying to do that type of structuring in my answers also. And
Okay.
in teachers, I am very much influenced by Vikas Vikirti sir. He's not only
Hmm.
a good teacher but a good person also.
Yeah.
He is doing the best for the poor students, who are not able to reach to Delhi, or who are not able uh, to take English language as the medium. So
Right.
he's helping a lot.
Yes. And talking about Drishti sir, I feel that he is out of this world. Whatever knowledge he has or the way he explains things, and the calmness he has, that is unparalleled. And he is such a great person, I must say. And yes, I want to know that everyone wants to become an IS officer because they want to bring a huge change. But there are some conditions. You want to change, but your seniors would not help you in that. And keeping this thing in mind, that how would you manage? Because we know that the system is already corrupt. One person cannot change it. So what are the strategies you are going to have to bring that slight change?
Sir, in our studies, we study about ethics. What course of action should we follow in our performance in
Hmm.
our conducting? So in this situation, we should first try to use our legality and constitutional matter. Like
Hmm.
we can persuade the person that is ordering us to do the wrong works.
Hmm.
So first of all, we should do that. And
Hmm.
if there is a chance of biasness in the
Hmm.
person, we should try to resolve that by trying to persuade him and trying to give him some reminder for constitutionality and legality. But
Hmm.
even if he is not doing as per the legal terms, you should report that to another senior officers. But
Hmm.
it is not in practical it is not real in practical life. I think we should try to do some things which can be viable for our career and as well as legal also. That is
Hmm.
called marg in the, Buddhism. We
Hmm.
should follow marg.
Hmm.
I don't know, sir, which type of problems I would have to face, but I
Hmm.
know these problems creates ethical dilemma.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
also thinking what should I do, because in ethical course
Hmm.
we we learn that we have to be ethical at all time, but in real life it is very challenging.
Yes, yes, it is. I completely agree with you that yes, what we are taught and what we apply in real lives, they are opposite. Our parents always say that honesty is the best policy. But you will be in some situations where you would be telling a lie unintentionally. So here this policy fails, and the principles you carry, okay, these are my principles. Sometimes you have to act according to the situations, and it depends what position you have and who you are working for. Even I have seen some of the videos. One of the best officers, he used to do so many things. He used to Rawat. His name is Rawat. I don't know he what his first name is. So wherever he went, he took his cameraman with him, and he shot that moment. And that's how he was gaining fame. And he also helped, and he also changed so many people's behavior, their lives, and whatever he could do, he did that. But one day I was watching his video. One of the leaders was reprimanding him so badly, and he could not say anything. In those videos, I saw him scolding others, but in that video, he was scolded. So I feel that leaders, they are uneducated, but they can do anything with educated people. Like most of the IS officers are always under their thumb. Whatever they whatever way they want them to work, they have to work according to them. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hmm.
The political pressure is very high in this country, and
Hmm.
it is very challenging for the policymakers also to
Right.
uh, to make the administration somehow autonomous and independent of political pressure.
Hmm.
But it is it is a hope that someday it will improve and
Hmm.
administration work independently and efficiently.
Okay, so what do you feel that whatever leaders we have in India, should they be educated or should they be renowned, or they should be from anywhere? Like we have so many leaders at high position, and they have so many criminal cases on them. We have also seen a lot of leaders. They are from like film industries. Do we really need these people, or are we not in need of educated leaders?
Sir, I'll give an example of USA.
Hmm.
There is no any legal obligation for leaders to be educated or some minimum qualification for them. But the society of India and society of USA is very different. We should
Okay.
not be focused for we should not be thinking about the qualification of leaders. We should be thinking about the qualification of public, because
Hmm.
the public has the choice of choosing the educated leader, but they do not choose that. they
Oh.
have they have in their mind that we should focus on votes for caste and religion and petty issues, but they should
Hmm.
not be doing this. They should be focusing on development and other important issues. And I don't think that educated leaders only can do that. The some leaders were like I think Atal Bihari Vajpayee were not very much educated, but he was
Hmm.
doing very great in his business.
Hmm.
Uh, so population needs to think about that. So
Hmm.
I think that focusing on education of leader is not important. Focusing on education of public is very important.
Hmm. I'm really moved by your beautiful words, the explanation, and like, if we have this kind of thinking that we can become better, or India can become the best India. All right. So there are so many movies that they always depict the stories of IS officers. Have you watched any movie, or do you feel whatever they show in movies that also happens in real lives? Like Singham is here, Singham,
Yes, yes, sir.
or Kick is Kick is also there. I guess he is also an IS officer in that movie. Kick. Salman Khan is the actor.
Yes, sir. About Singham, I would say that it is not legal to encounter any person with the self personal motives, but they are doing so, and they are showing us the unimaginable things in the movies which
Mm,
cannot be which cannot be true in real life. They are
mm,
glorifying the IPS officer or any such officer
mm,
which can in which is in the higher postage, but glorification is not the right thing. Like we can see that somebody becomes ICE officer and he is glorified so much that he is influenced by the glorification, and he
mm,
opens a YouTube channel and always try to create his image, and personality cult is developed.
mm.
And
Right.
in UPSC also we are seeing we are studying about some policies that can prevent IS and IPS officers to create any personality cult, because they need to be anonymous, and they are
Mm,
not superpowers superheroes. So one thing they can do is following the legality
mm,
and following right course of action.
mm,
They should
mm, mm.
not become Singham and encounter every criminals with their own hand. They should
Yeah.
wait for the judges to do their right work.
Right. Yes, that's true. And you did talk about the Gautam Buddha. So I want to know that what do you know about him and who he was? Please tell me something about him.
Sir, he was born at Kapilvastu, near border of Bihar and Nepal, and
Mhm.
uh, and he was indulged in Raj Dharma, you can say,
Okay.
and his father never wanted him to be facing reality. So he obstructed his life to the palace and to pleasant things. But one day uh, he saw the old person and sick person and dead
Right.
person, and
Yes.
that day he realized that the
Mm.
reality is beyond his
Right.
imagination. So
Yep. Correct.
he he sacrificed his home and went for the real things.
Mm,
So he meditated very well, and
mm,
afterwards he became Buddha, and
mm.
he preached about it to his disciples, and
Right.
later Buddhism is all around the world except
Mm,
India, because in India Brahminism revived and Buddhism collapsed.
Right. Yes, that's true. And yes, I must say, I can imagine that you are facing interviews for UPSC, or then, and I can see you that because the way you are speaking, I would like you to maintain this level, and I would like you to be the best version of yourself. Every time you speak, you need to check your knowledge. Okay, last time I added this, this was missing. This time I need to add this, and last time I was not able to express it nicely. This time I need to do that. Means you should always work on yourself. The way you are speaking, that is so impressive. That whatever knowledge you are giving, that I'm all ears to you. Sometimes it happens that if you go on talking, sometimes you go here and there, but I'm all ears to you. I'm paying close heed to you. Whatever you are saying, that is completely pleasing to my ears.
Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Yes, I want to know that why do we need constitution?
Sir, constitution's core work is to limit the government, because in every phases of medieval times we have seen that
Mhm.
without constitution, government may be democratic or maybe monarchy. Every government needs constitution because constitution is limiting them. They
Mm,
have only few rights and powers to do, but
mm,
citizen have has the main power. So to giving power to citizens and to
mm.
limit the power of government, it is important to have a constitution. This is the
Right.
main work.
Okay. So tell me that who was the founder and when it was implemented and when it was made and then when it was truly implemented.
About founders, sir, it is said that Baba Bhimrao Ambedkar's contribution is very huge,
Hmm.
and other leaders also contributed well. And
Hmm.
it was founded after 2 years and 11 months and 18 days of the work. It
Hmm.
was enacted on 26 November 1949
Right.
and later implemented on 26 January 1950.
Hmm. Yes, that's good. Yes, you do have deep knowledge. I don't know anything, but I also know little, but you have refreshed all my memory. I read something about the Constitution many years back, but now you have refreshed my memory, and let's see how long I'm going to remember. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes. And let me ask you the bottom questions. The bottom line is that how you work on your communication skills and what are the things you feel, okay, I have learned these many things, but still that one particular thing I always need to work on.
Sir, I think I have some issues in fluency, like I stuck at many words and sentences, and
Mm-hmm.
I have some issues at my accent or pronunciation,
Mm-hmm.
which you can see also.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to improve that. Like I should not stuck at some, like in interview, I should not be stuck at some sentences. I should be fluent so that they must not recognize my weakness in communication.
It's true. And once you come to that level, or whenever you are going to face interviews, so you are sharp witted, you know, when you are going to face some interviews, that point of time you need a lot of practice, and I know that you will certainly do that. And when you face interviews, you would have an abundance amount of confidence. Okay, that Suman is going to clear that. And whosoever is going to take your interview, they do not know much. So you have to have this thinking. And it happens that whenever we try new things, we do have a lot of pressure on us. If I talk to people who know more than me, I always have this pressure, and this is called performance anxiety. We
Yes,
always
sir.
have this anxiety. Yes, this is with everyone, and I guess this is organic, and it is good to have. If you do not have that anxiety, you will say anything. You might say something nonsense, but when you have that pressure, when you tell yourself, okay, you have to be meticulous, you have to be conscientious while forming sentences, that's how you become better, and that's how you can work on yourself. Or anything that I really enjoyed. We have already talked enough. We have talked almost for half an hour. If you want
Yes.
to ask anything, and I would also say one thing that I'll be happy. to be connected with you whenever we both are free, because I really
Yes.
enjoyed. Next time I'm going to have some of the questions from history, some of the interesting questions, because I'm really delighted that whatever questions I asked, I was truly answered. I was answered in a very splendid way.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Sir, I want to ask that how to really in a specific manner, how to really improve my fluency that I would be able to talk like you at least. So
I
do that.
I not I do not speak like so nicely, but I must say you are speaking very well. Anyone can ask any questions from you, and you have that knowledge, you have that confidence. I must say you have that knowledge, that's why you have the confidence. Because if you do not know anything, if I ask you something, if you do not know that anything about that particular thing, how would you frame sentences? You know everything. Talking about the confidence, you have that. Talking about fluency, you have that. You can work on your pronunciation a little bit, else you are on the right track. You have a good command of English, you also have a good command of sentence structure. One thing is missing. If you want to be an IS officer, or if you want to be a higher rank officer, that point of time try using at least 2 to 3 new words. Except that you had everything, confidence, everything was there. You can only add two to three new words. Second, if you are fond of using idioms, you can also use that. Else, everything is very good.
Yes, sir. How to improve my pronunciation, sir? Because
For,
I
hmm,
yeah,
for
I know that because is like because, but
hmm,
in the hurry, I sometimes forgets and my practice is not that like I could say the same exact word.
hmm. It is with me also. Whenever I'm in the flow of speaking, that point of time, it slips my mind that I must not mispronounce that particular word. I also have some common words which I unintentionally mispronounce. But what you can do is you can have one of the dictionaries. You can have an Oxford dictionary. So whatever word you you look up to that dictionary, you can check the right sound there, and that's how you can work. And there are some sound lessons. You can go for those sounds lessons, like phonetics are there. That's how you can improve.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So, Suman, take care, keep working, and please always remember that you need to become an IS officer and have that dream no matter what. How many times you fail, you should not look at the time. You just need to be crazy about that post, that I need it. Either I get it this year, next year, after 5 years, or you should not give up. This is what I want to say.
Thank you so much, sir.
All right, take care. Bye.